Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and first of all, please let's try to appreciate how clean this bench is, because if you've been following along for some time, you know normally it's not like this. In fact, a couple of weeks ago it looked like this as I'm posting the picture now. So it has been a struggle, but I told myself if I want to do video or work on it, work on the car, I need to clean the desk. And that's what happened. A couple of weeks after, here we are. How long is it going to be like this? I don't know. Probably just a few days. Anyway, let me tell you what are my plans for 2026. 2025, it's coming to an end. In fact, this is a few days before Christmas I'm shooting this. So what are my plans? I have 3 Sportsmen, 3 Minis, only 1 Performance scale, 1 Super, and 1 Pro. So the Pro I've been running since 2012 or 2013. A long time basically. So I've been running the same car. It has been an evolution. So I've been running that car for a long time. The front axle is basically the same, or whatever is left of a Bully V1. So yeah, I'm trying to get something different, and so far, because that car is so nice and I do quite well with it, I never really wanted to change. I never had the motivation to build a new car, except now. I've been running for the last few years. I've been running a Portal Sportsman, and once I tried the Portal, I liked it a lot. So when Deluxe came out with the Portal Pro axle, I thought, well, that might be something that I should try, and here we are. So I already did a few mods. I changed the knuckles. I didn't like the Deluxe knuckles only with 1 arm, and the arm sitting quite high. Not a lot of people have broken those. I've seen, I think, only one or two, but still, I had these ones at home. I think their design is better. I like the 2 arms. So double shear for this. Here I can put just a rod end, or I will put just a rod end. I already made clearance, so they have the full steering like the Deluxe ones. They steer a lot. So this was the mods I already did. In case you don't know, this one has the standard ratio on the gears, on the axle gears, and the maximum overdrive on the Portal boxes. So I'll be running this. I like on the Portal the way you can hold the tire on a ledge. It helps a lot, and of course also clearance. So yeah, this is my plan. For the rear axle, as you can see, there's no Portal. So this was the prototype. This was the first axle I did. This is my design. I never really sold. I sold a few, but not many, and only to people that I could trust, because as you can see, there's a lot of holes, a lot of finicky things. You have to know how to build, basically, and it's not for everybody. So this has Deluxe 7075 shafts and the standard ratio gears. So what I will do is, with the pinion, I'll match the gear ratio. Here I'm cheating, because in fact these links come from my current Pro, because what I want to do is I want to have a car that is just as user-friendly and forgiving, just with the front Portal. and it's not that straightforward. So this is just this normally I take to the event. This is my spare rear axle in case something happens to the one I run on the car. But the one I've been running for the last few years is actually this is the full 3D printed version of that. So it's the same Berg gears inside and 70-75 shafts. On this one I'll probably try the center upper link mount instead of the one on the side like this, but we'll see. So it's quite nice. It has been holding great, zero issues, zero, nothing, no skipped teeth or anything on the gears. These, both of them, they run a standard size locker, standard size Berg locker. It's not the super light locker. So that's something. Deluxe had them available. I don't know if they still have them, but other than that, yeah. So for now, I'll be running a fringe or a reverse mullet, whatever you want to call it. So portal in the front, straight axle in the rear, because I think portal in the front makes way more sense than a portal only on the rear. I don't like that. I don't see any point on that setup actually. Later down the road, I'm planning of making a portal fully 3D, but a portal version. And the way I see it, the portal is nice to avoid the obstacles, but especially on a pro, you have more tools to adjust the car and manage to avoid the obstacles. And also, by the time we reach the rear axle, normally the front already has enough grip to just drag the rear along across or over an obstacle. So that's my thought process. Maybe eventually I'll make a portal version of this. I already have some titanium shafts that I can easily machine and make them fit the portal gears and the locker and all that. So yeah, that's the plan for the axles. Barracuda Pro chassis, of course. This is the mock-up, so I have a fully 3D printed chassis just for mock-up. This is the new version, but actually this is the same chassis I've been running for many years. Just looks different, but all the adjustments are basically the same. This still is the old style with a lot of holes. Now I have fewer. But it's the same stuff. Shocks are basically on the same place and the links. So it's all the stuff I've been running for the last, I don't know, 12 years or something like that. As far as electronics, so I'll be trying Outrunners for the first time on a Pro. I've been running the Ohms 380 on my performance scale, and I love it. I have the 540 Ohms 540 on the Mini, absolutely fantastic. And now I'll be trying running on this. They are so light that it also helps because it's inevitable. We are raising the center of gravity. We have the motor higher up, so having a light motor like this, for sure it will help a lot. I also have a set of team spec, Ohms team spec 2000 kV. These are the 2200. And I'll have the 2000 kV also coming in that beautiful purple. So we will see how these go, and maybe I'll switch them around because they look good and I'm sure they will perform amazing. Like, yeah, all the Ohms motors I've run so far. On my previous Pro, or on my current Pro I should say, I run the Magnums, and they have been the best brushed motors I've ever run. They are fantastic. I love those motors. So we will see how I will like the Outrunners. For ESCs, I have one Ohms Scrollmaster Mini V3, but I only have one Also, the form factor, like they are a bit too big for the place where I want to put the electronics. We will see. Maybe down the line I'll get another one. Or plan B, I have these XWAV ESCs with AM32 as well. So my plan, for now at least, and I'll see if I like these, is to just smash them, make them like so, and probably they'll end up on the card. The only reason, of course, is the space that they take. The form and the shape. That one a bit more square. I don't think it will fit where I want it to fit. But if these ones don't perform, for sure I'll find a way to mount a second one of the Crawlmaster Mini V3. And yeah, I run these on my Sportsman, on my Portal Sportsman, and zero issues. Fantastic. For servo, I'll be running the Reefs RC 1100 Smart. All the bells and whistles. Let's as much torque as you can wish for, and I'm sure it will be a great servo. Like, I have zero doubts. I will also be putting a couple of these on my Super. I don't have here, but I will be running a Castle BC 2.0 for now, because the plan is to replace it for something else. I don't have a Reefs BC here at the moment. That would also be a very good, very good option, even though I don't like the aluminium casing that they have. I could always take that aluminium casing out, but at the moment I don't have, so I'll be running the Castle one, and I will probably be testing something else later on. Shocks. I'll be running, or I hope I'll be running, the Reef shocks, or at least I'll be testing them. So these Reef shocks, they are the 90mm ones. They already have some oil, really nice to build, very smooth, no issues. But my only concern is with the Portal and having a chassis that was not really meant for portals. I think I'll be okay with the ride height, but only testing will tell. If I need a shorter shock, I will probably run SCX10, UTB 18 shocks, because I have them on on other cars, and they have been working really well. And as you can see here, I have also aggressor shocks, which I was planning to use, black and red, and I have a couple more sets of black as well. So if you don't know what aggressor shocks are, these came from RC Bros, and they run SCX10 shafts and shock piston, and then here the seals are from the Traxxas big bores. So you have very slim shocks, SCX10 style shocks, but with the seals from Traxxas, which are better with those X O-rings. And yeah, I have this here. I don't know if I will use them or not. I really want to make these ones work. They look amazing. I'm sure they will be fantastic shocks. It's just a matter of the size. Even though they also have different option sizes. For now, this is what I have, and I don't think I'll be ordering others soon. So this is the car that I'll be building now, but I also plan to build other cars, or another Pro. The plan was to build 2 Pros for 2026. This was the first one, and then I wanted to build a Bully 2 Pro, but Bully 2 only in the front and a Berg on the rear. So this axle, I bought it from the States, and it has a bit of history, because this was Chris Boggs' axle when he was RC4WD team driver. So it has been around. This mount was from that time, so he made this mount. It came, so it was all complete. It also came with the, what's the name, the carbon fiber rear bully 2 axles, the KR4 or something like that. But that one I sold because I didn't want to use. The idea was always to have a bully front and a Berg rear. If I'm going to run a aftermarket bully 2 axle, I would run my own, of course. I just like the history of this and how it fell on my lap. So I want to make a car with this axle. That was the idea. It came with all the stuff from back in the day, deluxe knuckles with an extra brass ring, and let's call it cut and shut deluxe shafts with the bully 2, but these are crap. They are actually bent and they were not good, so these ones I would not run. I would run my own. So I would not run these. And here a little piece of also deluxe history. This is Eric did this back in the day, so I would run this. But so this was the plan, like one car, second car, also same stuff, like a Barracuda chassis, some nice shocks. The problem was Mr. Jeremy Keys that came up with the idea of building an, let's call it, old school ultralight car, and I like that idea, and it got me thinking, what if instead I build a ultralight car? I already have an ultralight rear axle, because this, when it's all together, is like 135, 36 grams, 37 grams, something like that. It's very light axle. And I have, with the carbon fiber tubes, I have a version for the front axle which I can also build, so I can make really light rig and see how it feels like. I'm also curious because I never went, I had the Bully V1, so being ultra light was never in the cards with that car. So who knows, maybe I'll try that and see how far I can take it. With these new motors, they are so light that we have other options now. So we'll see. These are the plans for 2026. This car will get built, and to help me, I also made something that I wanted to do for a very long time. So let me get some space. I built myself a setup table. So front axle goes here, rear axle goes here. You need to have the Vanquish style stuff, and yeah, this is the idea. Oop, it's not sitting. So I made this setup table. This here is for like your sportsman or performance scale style chassis. These are not bolted up, because to build pros and to build with my chassis, I have this all here in the middle for the skid, so I can just put it here and just build off that. And yeah, I'll tag you along, and I hope I'll make some more videos of the progress. So yeah, these are the plans. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think that the portal front and the straight rear, if it's not going to work. What are your thoughts? What do you think so far? Which one should I build? Should I build the Bully 2 front axle, like more of a normal car, or should I go with, try to chase the dream of building an ultralight rig? Tell me what you think. And yeah, I hope I will not forget to film and I bring you along this build. Cheers, and till the next one. This is end of part 1.